Hey guys, Pokemon DZ here today. And today we have a deck that I might just be using tomorrow at a League Challenge, so I might report back to you guys on how I do. But this is pretty much just for fun. I don't know if it's too competitive, mainly due to Seismitoad, but thanks to Lysander's trump card being gone, maybe this can do a little better. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so the main attacker's Empoleon. For semi-attackers, we got Miltank. And let's go over Empoleon. It's got 140 HP. 148 HP. Why is it so blurry? Well, anyway, it's got this diving draw ability. Once during your turn, you may discard a card from your hand, and if you do, you draw 2 cards. It's got 2 retreat cost, weakness to electric, which is good because there's not too much electric stuff. For 1 energy, it does attack command for 10 times the number of Pokemon in play, both yours and your opponent. So that means when with a new Stadium Skyfield, you could be doing more damage now that Mega Rayquaza is a pretty popular deck. Anything with Shaman is pretty popular, plays Skyfield. So yeah, I decided not to play Skyfield though in this deck because there's not enough basics really to be streaming for an 8 bench. Kind of a waste. But yeah, Empoleon's great one energy attacker. Everything in the deck attacks for 1 energy. Miltank's he's got that powerful friend's ability. Attack. So then he does 80 damage for 1 energy. 100 HP, weakness to fighting. So. Then we have Dusknoir, our support Pokemon. He's got 130 HP. He's also stage 2, which is the downfall of this deck. As often as you like for your attack. During your turn, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your opponent's Pokemon to another one of their opponent's Pokemon. So, the main idea of that is Empoleon and Miltank do not one-shot things. So what you want to do is just move some damage counters off so you can save that damage for later. So then you can start one-shotting things. So we run a 4-2-4 line of Empoleon and a 2-1-2 line of Dusknoir with 3 Miltank. Our cards are Execute. Execute's propagation ability really pairs up well with Diving Draw. Mainly because you can take this out of your discard pile and discard it, and then take it out and discard it. If you've got like a ton of Empoleons out. Jirachi, now we'll go over Stellar Guidance ability and why it's more helpful later on in the deck, but basically when you put this guy down, you can search your deck for a supporter. We run 2 Level Ball, helps us get down Piplups and Duskulls. It even helps out get Jirachi, Dusclopses, and Shrimplups, but you can't get Miltanks with it. 3 Starting Megaphone, mainly because Garbodor really shuts down the deck hard, shutting down our Sinister Hand ability, our Diving Draw, Stellar Guidance, Propagation. So we really can't afford to be getting shut down by that stuff. Because if you can't Diving Draw, it's really going to slow you down for getting out multiple Empoleon. 2 Switch, just because everything in the deck has got a pretty hefty retreat cost. Mainly Dusknoir's got 3 and Empoleon's got 2. Miltank also has 2. 1 Computer Search, this helps us get off first turn Archies, because we're running Archies Ace in the Hole in this deck, because it's just a little too slow for the format, so we're going to need a little boost in. Getting out of first turn Empoleon is really helpful for setting up other multiples Empoleons. Just because sitting out there with like a Piplup, like especially going turn 2, like if you're going second, it's really difficult to work out with that. 2 Super Rods, these aren't legal and neither is Level Ball, but Level Ball is getting reprinted, which is really exciting. But not anytime soon, so Super Rod is really helpful because you only run 6 energy. And it really helps you get back the Pokemon from discard pile. If you got to replace the Super Rods, I'd probably go with Energy Retrievals. Yeah, Energy Retrievals and like a Focus Sash. Yeah, sounds about right. 4 Rare Candy, because this deck is heavily based on Stage 2s. 4 Sycamore, that's our basic supporter card. Ultra Balls, this is really good. 4 Ultra Ball. Ishans, Koski, I think is his last name, I'm not sure. But he ran only 3 Ultra Balls, and I based my deck list around his. I just tweaked a little bit of stuff. But yeah, I run 4 because we're running an Archies line, a couple Archies. 3 VF Seekers because we're only running 4 Draw Supporters. 1 Battle Compressor. I was thinking about running 2, and then I was like, no, because Archies isn't the main idea of the deck. It helps you get an Executes and Empoleon and like maybe a Archies in the discard piles, basically, which you're going to be discarding. 1 Skyla. The reason I'm running 1 Skyla is because I found that Skyla is just too clunky for the deck to be running with Archie's Ace in the hole. 2 Rough Seas. Now I really think that you should just run Training Center instead. Now that I think about it. Because Rough Seas, your opponent can use it, and that's just not good, because when your opponent, if you want to spread out their damage, you want to make sure that they're not just Rough Seaing off all the damage from Sinister Hand, and then you lose all that damage. 3 Muscle Band, it helps for getting knockouts with Miltank. Powerful Friends for 100. No, if you can't get the Muscle Band out first turn, or like whatever turn. Oh yeah, that's also, Archies really helps out Powerful Friends. You can make sure you can get Empoleon out first turn. But yeah, this helps out Powerful Friends for 100 and then 80. 100's knockout. And 2 Archie's Ace in the hole. It really helps. Because we don't want to be wasting all our rare candies on just Empoleons. We need to save some for the Dusknors. But yeah, guys, this is the deck list. Let me think what else we gotta go over here. Oh yeah, so Jirachi is mainly to get Archie's Ace in the hole. So then if you start out with like 2 Ultra Ball, you can Ultra Ball for Empoleon, or then use the Empoleon, then Ultra Ball again, discarding the other Empoleon, grab Archies, and then grab a Jirachi and then Archie's Ace in the hole. Yeah. Being able to Archies is not like a beginner's thing. It's like, it takes a lot of skill. Yeah. I don't know how this deck does, but against Megas, since its damage output is pretty low, but against Mega Rayquaza, I think it'd do better because they run Skyfield. So then you could use that to your advantage. One of my favorite parts of this deck is how your opponent has to take 6 prizes besides the Jirachi. That's like 9 EX attackers are my favorite. Always have been. Yep, that's pretty much the deck, guys. Let's just go over some stuff you could probably swap out. Probably drop the megaphones, honestly. I don't think you need that many. Or you might not even need them at all, but yeah, you could probably drop that. You could probably drop a Dusclops if you're feeling lucky. I can't really think of anything else. But yeah, the deck plays pretty solid, and it's fun. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you later.